Okay. Cameron, Saints fan. I think we're gonna take Josh Connerly.
Oh yeah, you watching Nick Underhill?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a Saints fan, and I think the Saints should pick Ashton Genty.
I think the Dallas Cowboys with the 12th pick are going to take Tate McMillan out of Arizona, wide receiver.
All right, so for pick 9 for the New Orleans Saints, I picked Will Johnson out of Michigan. We're going to be losing, or we already lost, Lattimore and Paulson Adebo. So we need some help for Kool-Aid and Alante back there. So let's go. Pick 9, Will Johnson.
All right, I'm a Patriots fan. We're here on Talking Saints, draft night. I think we're going to take Will Campbell. Seems like it's a pretty sure thing. I'd like Genty, but I don't think it's going to happen. So going for the big man up front.
What he said.
All right.
As a Saints fan, I think we need a big body pass catcher. So I say we're taking Tyler Warren from Penn State.
All right, I'm thinking for the draft tonight, Saints pick 9, Jalen Walker out of Georgia. I think with our new defensive coach that we have, Brendan Stanley, that he's switching us up from a 4-3 to a 3-4. And with Jalen's experience, I think he's got a lot that he can bring to the Saints to complement this type of tactic, and we can have us a great season.
All right, obviously I'm a Cowboys fan. And first round we're taking Travis Hunter. Yeah.
What? Who are you actually taking, Aaron?
I did it again. All right, obviously I'm repping Kansas City Chiefs. No, couldn't pull off the three-peat, but I feel like in this draft, either O-line or, DN, just got to get someone who could just get in the groove with Carl Atkinson and Chris Jones. But yeah, we'll see what happens tonight.
Saints fan, I'm hoping we get Shadur. I'm hoping it's a smokescreen and that's who we're taking. We need someone who can carry us on a wing and a prayer. We don't have a lot going for us, and the city needs something to be happy about.
All right. Obviously, y'all can see I'm rocking the Chiefs. I'm a Chiefs fan. I got my Xavier Worthy jersey, just don't have it on, because I ain't trying to get crawfish all over it. But with this year's draft, I think in the first round, we're going O-line. A lot of people have said we could take Luther Burden or another receiver, but I personally think we're going O-line first round. Second round, we need a running back. I said we go Trevion Henderson, and if he's still there, Quinshon Judkins. That's my pitch for the draft.
Hey, who we taking? Who we taking, PJ?
Kelvin Banks Jr.
Oh, yeah? Wow, what a pick.
Hey there, Saints fans. Welcome back to Talking Saints. It's officially the night of the draft.
Yeah, about that time. We're about to roll in and see who the Saints select at 9.
Yeah, no, we're just waiting for the countdown now. We got some crawfish purging over here. We're
crawfish in the meantime. I might do a little bit of a swimming in the pool as well.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a fun night. We love the NFL draft. I know I'm always talking about it. It's we've had countless mock drafts at Chick-fil-A and different places we go and eat for lunch. So it's finally here. I don't know what we're gonna.
We've been counting down this day for a long time.
What are we gonna do for lunch now? What are we gonna talk about?
I remember about 3 months ago we were like 90 days until the NFL draft.
I know, it's just time.
And now it's here. That's today. But we're gonna tell you kind of what we think is going to happen today, and what we'd like to happen versus what we think is going to happen. Maybe a little bit different, because we've had a little bit of inside information, and we'll see if any of it's accurate. But I'll go ahead and let you get started. You want to?
Well, let's say this. I know Nick Underhill. We got to go to Nick Underhill's draft party.
Yeah. Well, I got to see a lot of cool people.
Yeah.
Mike Triplett was there. Kevin was there, and Brandon Thomas was there.
Ross Jackson.
Of course, the one and only Ross Jackson. And
so, man, we got to talk to them, and Nick, honestly, he's pretty spot on with these things.
Yeah,
and
he predicted.
Josh Connerly.
He predicted Josh Connerly. It's kind of out of left field. Most teams have him as somewhere between 4th and 6th as tackles go. On the big board, PFF has him going at 38. I've heard possibly they're talking themselves into Kevin Banks, but it sounds like Josh Connerly might be that guy. They compared him at most to Teron Armstead. They said it's the closest thing to Teron Armstead.
Well, they said his cone shuffle was the same speed.
He's ridiculously fast. They like how he gets outside, but I think O-line is a big need at 9, and that's what they said. It's probably going to happen. So.
I think you could probably get him later on. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I'm not an NFL analyst, right? I'm not an NFL, GM. So I don't know exactly where these players are going to go. But I'll tell you what.
They slide up and down a lot.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. If it's an O-lineman, I'm completely fine with it. Obviously we need to build up the O-line, and that's something that Kellen Moore had kind of talked about. He wants to build this team from the line up, and that's awesome because a dominant O-line is a part of every good team in the NFL right now. So you know what? Let's take Josh Connerly off of our picks because that's
Yes.
Nick Underhill. We'll see.
That's Nick Underhill's pick. Well,
So for
I don't know
me,
if we're supposed to say that, but that's what
that's
we've
what he
heard.
said. I mean, he
That's what we
posted it
heard,
in
yeah.
his members only. So
Oh,
go
yeah?
subscribe to NOF and follow
Yeah,
them.
if you haven't.
Hey, I'm an actual, I'm an actual subscriber. I pay.
Yeah.
It's worth it. I mean,
We'll see.
it's the inside. And then they just got John Hendricks on there.
John Hendricks is a legend. We got to meet him. We fortunately got to meet him last year, and he is just. I mean, both him and Ross, and Mike and Nick. I mean, you think they're cool guys just from tweeting and talking. You go meet them in person. They're
the real
way
deal. They're just
cooler
awesome
than-
people.
Than they seem online. Even they're just. I mean, they'll give you the shirt off their backs. They remember our names, and we see them maybe once a year.
We got
sort of
what?
thing, yeah.
Just under 200
Yeah.
subscribers, and they still are.
They're like, hey,
they don't
Talking
matter
Saints
who.
guys.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang.
They don't care who you.
They know all that, but
awesome guys. But so you know what? Just from what we heard from them, we're just going to stay away from Josh
Yeah.
Connerly because that's not our pick.
It sounds like we're going tackle though. But Trip, go ahead and let me know your dream scenario at 9. Who if you were the NFL GM, if you were Mickey Loomis, what are you doing, big dog?
Man, it's the whole stuff with Shador. I'm going to stay away from Shador just because I think that PJ will give her pick later on. She's still mulling on it.
I didn't see her back there. Yep,
Yeah, she's running around
over there,
walking
somewhere.
around.
Yeah.
But I'm going to stay away from Shador. In fact, I'm going to stay away from quarterbacks. I'm not going to pick Jackson Dart. There's 2 guys that I really like in this draft, and I want some pass catchers. I want either Tet McMillan. I think I've been consistent with that. But another player I think I'm maybe leaning more towards into is Tyler Warren. So
Oh yeah.
I think there's other bigger wide receivers later on down the road. But Tyler Warren seems like a generational prospect.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with one of those 2 guys. But I guess if I'm going to have to lean somewhere, I'm going to go with Tyler Warren. I think Tyler Warren's going to be our 9th pick.
And I'm gonna stick along those dynamic playmakers. In my dream scenario, you see a guy, you pair a guy up like Ashton Genty with Alvin Kamara, and that's just a crazy running back duo. Immediately best in the league, along with the Lions.
Genty would
The
be
Lions are
awesome.
doing some great stuff over there. If not that, 6'5" wide receiver Ted McMillan would definitely do a long ways of worth of help. With this offense has been a little lackluster since Drew retired.
Especially if we're going to run with Radler,
Yeah,
It
Radler-
sounds like we're looking at getting Tyler Shug.
That is what we've heard.
I can't. I'll say I'm not a fan, just because I don't really care for any of the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if that's Kellen Moore's guy, I guess I'll trust it for now. We haven't had any reason not to trust him because this is his first year. So
he's coming off of a Super Bowl win.
you can't go wrong.
I'm not saying I believe in him, but I believe in giving the dude a shot. If that's who he wants, let him go and make that bet. Let him go and pick that guy just like Dennis Allen did. And I don't think that he can do any worse than Dennis Allen did at quarterback. So who knows? I've heard a lot that we might trade up from
Head
40.
coach.
Yeah. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I was like Dennis at quarterback.
yeah.
Could you imagine?
No, I was saying at quarterback.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, no, you can't do
I
any
see what
worse
you're
than
saying.
Derek
I was
Carr, a
confused.
guy
I was like,
robs the city and hates the team and the culture and the fan base. But no, I've heard a lot that we may trade up from 40 to 32, and I heard that Tyler Shuck is that guy that this team believes in.
We'll see.
I don't know. Maybe that's just
Is it smoke and mirrors? Is it
smoke
what?
and mirrors. Maybe we haven't heard a single thing other than we hate Shador Sanders, and maybe we love him. Maybe
All
we
right.
take him, and I doubt it.
So you're picking. If you're at pick 9 is there, and he's
I think Genty's gone. I'm taking Ted.
taking Ted.
I like Tyler Warren.
I like
Just
Ted as
a
well. I'll probably go
dynamic
with Tyler
offensive
Warren.
Playmaker is the best way to fill that dome with seats next year.
Apparently, the
because-
Saints also like Higgins.
Yeah.
I can't.
Jaden Higgins.
Jaden Higgins, yeah.
Out of that's not Arizona, is it?
No,
I can't remember.
I can't.
He's-
off
he'd
the
be
top of our head.
second round talent. If he's there in
Iowa.
the second, Iowa, yeah.
Iowa
If
State.
he's there in the second round, take him, dude. That's your big body
Iowa.
receiver. Can't go wrong with either Tet or Higgins. One of those guys you need to add to your offense because we need some size. We need somebody. Tyler Warren would be great too, but there's a lot of second, third round tight end grades. We'll see how it goes, man. Hopefully we have a good draft, but that's
We'll
pretty
see.
much.
We'll be on the clock
Pretty
soon,
much it,
so
We'll
it's
keep
been
you
a long
updated.
wait, and of course, as you know, you'll get all the information from us. Well, PJ's not a wide receiver. You ain't getting drafted with that kind of mentality. But look, whoever we draft, just know that we'll obviously be there to cover it. But as always, guys, we appreciate you for watching, and we'll see you next week.
We go. The camera and kiss it.
Here we go.
Come on, give us Shador.
Here it is.
With the 9th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Kelvin Banks Jr.
What the? Whoa! Hey, that's a good pick. That's a good pick. Hey, that's a good pick. That's a good pick. Hey, Amir. Hey, there goes Alex.
Figured we were going tackle from the beginning. It's definitely a better pick than Josh Connerly. I'm okay with it. You know, he might play guard this year, and we might have an elite offensive line with, you know, Trevor Penning playing outside. Either way, it's exciting. We may have Spencer Rattler, you know, do some great things with a great offensive line, or we may go up, take a quarterback in the second. Who knows? Either way, there's reasons to be excited because he's going to be a solid NFL tackle or even a guard. So let's go Saints. Bright side. Let's think about the bright side. Let's do it, guys.
Guys, I just want to say the Saints just picked their future tackle. You know, we had Talise Fuaga last year. I think that's a good pick. You know, the Saints, you know, Kellen Moore wanted to build his team up from the lineup. So obviously getting Kevin Banks is not a bad pick. You know, it sucks that we're, you know, who knows what we're going to do at quarterback. You know, the Bears are just got on, but you know, Kevin Banks, he can play multiple positions, so we have some versatility. What do you think? What do you think? You're a Saints fan. Kevin, I mean, it's an O-lineman. You can't go wrong with O-line.
It's not sexy. It's not. It's just, you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is. You know, we're going to protect Spencer Rattler.
Yeah, they did edge us a lot, though. We would have got a playmaker. You know?
Yes. I mean, Shador was there. You had Tyler Warren.
Now Bears are finna take Tyler Warren.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler Warren, I mean, he'd have been a good pick. But look, guys, you know, at the end of the day, O-line wins Super Bowls. You know, they used to say defense wins Super Bowls. Look at the teams that have had dominant O-lines in the past years, and you'll see that O-line wins Super Bowls. The pick is in for the Bears. Who cares? The Saints just took Kevin Banks Jr., tackle/guard. Our O-line has been bolstered. So, is it sexy? No. Is it an entertaining pick? No. Is it a pick that'll win you games? Sure it is. But we'll see, guys. Hey, appreciate you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for our draft live stream, or I guess today. I don't know when I'm heading into this. We'll see.
Talking